Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Daily Zone, the daily video on this channel with me, your host, yours truly, Calvzone, or whatever you want to call me, where I just talk about some random stuff. I hope you're having a good Friday. I'm having a pretty good one. I stayed up real late playing Lies of P, which is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Lies of P and my new game that I am playing, that I'm pretty excited about. And as far as the stream today, I do have some news on that. I guess I'll start with that because that'll be kind of the most prevalent news here. Won't be streaming today, guys. I this morning was proposed an option after my morning stream where I was like, hang out with my boys and have a good time, like have a good night, or stream. And I think I'm gonna choose the hanging out with my friends. Hopefully you don't hold that against me. You know, I mean, shoot, you know, there's content on the channel. There's plenty of other people that surely deserve your attention. But yeah, I'm gonna take the night off. I'm gonna go hang with my friends. I'm gonna have a good time. So unfortunately no stream today. I don't know, maybe I'll make it up to you later. I don't know, I've been streaming at random times, just randomly, just for like an hour, just having a good time. So, you know, might do that every now and then. But moving on to Lies of P, I rolled credits on it, guys. I beat the DLC, I beat the main story, I got the best ending, quote unquote, I think. Felt pretty good. I won't lie, there's a weapon in the DLC that is a sword, but it's also a gun. That weapon goes crazy, guys. It's gonna move where you like lunge in, you shoot them, and then it like knocks you back, and then you point the gun backwards and you shoot yourself into them and spin. Dude, it felt so anime. It felt so badass. Just such a good time. The story, the main story was pretty good. I saved that the final boss fight for the end. But I played the whole DLC just because I wanted to have all the kind of context I could. Definitely kind of sad. Didn't make me cry, but I don't think it was out to make you cry. I think it just wanted to make you feel something, like sadness. It wanted to make you sad and be like, oh, that was a good story. Not like a bawling my eyes out story. But it was definitely heartfelt. The ending was definitely ominous. It was really good. The boss fights were really hard, guys. Like, I don't know, like the main game, I breezed through most of the boss fights. And the second, like for those that didn't know, I played on the easier difficulty, which I will talk about afterwards if I remember. But I played it on the medium difficulty, which is a tier down from like the base game. It pushed me to my limits. I was always out of healing pots. I was having to sweat to beat these bosses, but I could get through them pretty easily. You know, it felt good. There were only like maybe 2 or 3 bosses in the main pathway of the main game that I struggled with, and it only took me like the hardest boss I fought was the second to last one, which I won't spoil, the one that does lightning abilities on a bridge. That should be enough for those that know. And she took me like 7 tries. I was streaming it, I got pissed, I left, I came back, I literally had to like I had to fight her for about she is a good portion of my playtime. Like, hold on, let's see. What's my time in Lies of P? Lies of P. It took me 23 hours to beat the whole game. She was one of those 23 hours. She took me so long. Just so long. She is a brutal boss fight, and it drove me crazy. But I got through it. And then I went to the DLC. Were those bosses? Dear God, man. I couldn't beat the crocodile. I could not beat the first boss in the DLC on medium difficulty. No matter how hard I tried. It would just, and it's not even like a hard boss fight. It was just, I just couldn't. I just could not be a better gamer. I just was like, I just got absolutely pub stomped. And then I lowered the difficulty just because I was like, I want to finish Lies of P. I want to see the story. I'm not really playing for the difficulty, but the difficulty is, you know, kind of there. Kind of incentivized me to farm and stuff. Didn't really do much farming, honestly, but I lowered the difficulty to the lowest one just so I could kind of beat the game. And still, several of those bosses in that DLC on the lowest difficulty, which at some point my difficulty did go back up to medium. I didn't change that. So like, I don't know when it got harder or easier. So like I guess I did fight most, like at least half the bosses in the DLC. I fought on the medium difficulty because at some point my difficulty went back up. But like, dude, those bosses, if you ain't good at a Souls-like game, brother, Overture is gonna kick your tush, or at least in my build. Maybe you're a better gamer than I am, dude. It whooped me left and right. It took me until about 12 o'clock to roll credits on that game. And the DLC was, I think I spent more time in the DLC than I did the first 50% of the main story. Like, it took me so long. And those not even the bosses, like the boss themselves, rough. The like minions, also just, whoo, man, it just whoops you. And that final boss of the DLC, I'm gonna be honest, I used the summon. If you don't use the summon, man, I hope you have a good time, because that was not happening without her. That was not happening. Dude, that man was sicko mode. And I understand why people got mad, because he has a Blade of Mikola like combo that just insta kills you. Even in the lowest difficulty with like 30 HP, he was putting me to like 25% HP. It was tough. It was a tough time. But honestly, Lies of P, pretty up there for like Souls-like games in me. Hey yo. In my opinion, it's one of my faves. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a lot. Yeah, I got the Rise of P ending, felt pretty good. I did some of the side content that was also sick. I did enjoy some of the NPCs in the DLC and in the main story. I definitely got to go back and replay it. I know they're making I think they're making another game, so I don't know. I might go back and read New Game Plus it, just to kind of finish up some of the achievements, before the next game. So that might be cool. But yeah, honestly, Lies of P, solid 8 to 9. Like, that's a good game. It is a good game, and I know it's controversial. I think the difficulty slider, I think you should make the Dark Souls games the hardest. Like, I'm sure some people would love a harder difficulty than the hardest, but like, I feel like it should be balanced. Like, you should make the game with like normal Souls-like kind of everything, and then like, you should make it base, and then you put difficulties that just change the stats. I don't think you should change movesets or anything like that. I definitely think like having, like, if you base it on like the hard difficulty for like all the people that want to play the Souls games, because like, I'm gonna be honest, I know I'm in the minority here. I know a lot of people play Souls games to get to like have that back and forth, the running your head against the wall until you get that dopamine hit when you kill them. I understand that. I'm gonna be honest. It's peak watching like streamers fight those things, and like an hour goes by of them just getting beat, learning the movesets, and they finally get that run where they clutch up and they kill it, and it's like, oh my god, this is peak. But for me, I personally, I enjoy the kind of the world, the artistic like direction. I like seeing the world that they build. So I find myself really enjoying Souls-like games. I don't know what it is about that genre of game. They do really good, like, just worlds. Like, just, I enjoy running around in them. Like, obviously the boss designs pretty sick. Some of the bosses in the DLC were just crazy, man, crazy. But like, I don't know. I just really enjoy just everything that has to do with the art of the game in Souls games is just phenomenal. And speaking of art, the music in Lies of P, dude, I'm telling you more and more. Maybe it's just I got a year older this year, right? You know, I've hit the age of, I'm like a quarter of my way through my life, and I'm like, man, music is just one of the best mediums that exist. Music is just so good. I'm finding myself, music alone is pulling me to play different games, because I'm like, the soundtrack bops. Like, not even like having a bop, but like declare obscure soundtrack. There's a Lies of P song. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. You get it in the very, like, close to the beginning of the game. Phenomenal. They are just so good. Like, they're just such good soundtracks, and like, I don't know, it just enhances the gameplay a ton. But yeah, that's my little Lies of P thing. As far as the game I'm playing now, I have begun playing a Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. And man, oh man, does it have its hooks in me. I've played it. I ended my stream after I realized I'm not built for Metal Gear Solid. I went and I've been playing it for the past probably 3 hours. guys, I know there's another game of this, and I gotta play this whole game, and then I'm gonna buy another game. It's got its hooks in me real bad. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Yeah, I think I'm finally back and just to enjoy games. I just enjoy playing games again. I do feel bad because I'm like, I want to record it, I want to stream it, but I realized that I can retrospect, like I can look back and be like, you can tell I'm not enjoying recording myself play the game when I'd rather just talk about it, right? It's like I'm sure some of the people that are more successful gameplay people, or you might be a little YouTuber or a streamer like me, where like you're like, I shouldn't play this game because I want to record it. And then you buy the games and they sit in your library gathering dust because you yourself are like, man, I really want to play it, but you can only play a game once, and I really want to record it, but you never feel like recording, and you just get stuck in this loop where you're like, I want to play the game, but I don't want to play the game because I got to record the game. And I think I'm finally like just over that hump, and I'm just like, I'm just going to come talk to you about the games I play, and then sometimes you might catch me playing them on stream if I feel like it. And that's sort of how I'm going to go about it, because I like it playing games in my off time, I'm finally over just sitting there being like, man, I want to play games, but then like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do playthroughs on the channel. I think it's just it's a lot of work for me, and then I look at the analytics of it, and I know some people really enjoy it, and I do feel bad, but like there are plenty of other people you can go watch. Maybe when I'm bigger. Sorry, I was reading a text at mom's. No, I was talking to my mom before this, and we were talking about me getting a raise, and she's like, I was like, I don't know what I did to deserve a raise, and she's like, he sees you as a valuable employee, and I'm like, me? A valuable employee? That's crazy. No. Yeah, so you may not be seeing playthroughs on the channel. If you see gameplay, it's probably just gonna be me live streaming, or if I'm really feeling like it, like smaller games that I can beat in one sitting. I don't know, that could be fun. But yeah, I'm just finding myself not wanting to, because when you're doing a playthrough, it's so hard for the pacing for me is just insane, right? Because I don't, nine times out of 10, I don't feel like getting on camera. Okay, the getting on camera for the daily zones, this is just much easier because it's not a guaranteed 30 to an hour minute video, right? If at any point I feel like, I'm good, I can just end. I don't have to worry about saves or anything like that. With those, you're kind of locked into like that kind of schedule, but also it's like, for a playthrough, you gotta keep going. You can't just like upload 2 videos a week for like a 60-hour game and it's like 30-minute episodes, right? Then you got 60 weeks of like, nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants to sit there for a whole year waiting for you to finish a game. And like, they want to watch it like another episode. And there are YouTubers that do that. Unfortunately, I find myself not being one of those people, because Monday through Thursday, I hate getting on camera. I'm gonna be honest, I despise it. I get home, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. Just not the vibe I want to go for. Because most of the time, like if I have to talk to people, if I have to deal with people, my social battery is just gone. And I can look at it and I can be like, I definitely don't feel like putting myself on camera, because streaming is different than recording. And recording with a camera is different than recording with no camera when I'm playing games. And I'm finally just, I'm just being honest with myself, and I'm like, am I in the mood to play a game? Am I in a mood to record myself playing a game? Am I in a mood to stream a game? And if I feel like I'm not going to make good content, if I'm going to sit there and just be like, for 30 minutes, what's the point? Nobody's going to want to watch it, because you're not watching, or most of the time, you're not watching for the game does influence, but you're not there for just the game. You're there to see the person playing the game. And I'm going to be honest, I know I'm not a crazy gamer. I'm not like that guy playing on the hardest difficulty, and you're like, this guy's skill is off the wazoo. I mean, just take a peek at the Claire Obscure gameplay, and that's going to tell you everything you need to know about how good of a gamer I am. You'd be there for me to see my little face in the corner and see my reactions to it. Because I'm gonna be honest, I do the same thing. I play a game and I go, this moment right here, I want to see somebody's reaction to it. How did Co respond to it? How did Co do it? And then I pull out his whole playlist and I go, I gotta find the episode. Oh my god, here's the scene. And I watch the reaction. Okay, I really like watching people react to the same things I enjoy. So I don't know. Maybe I could do it like that, but for now, I probably would not. You probably will not see a playthrough on the channel. You'll probably just catch snippets on a live stream when I go to live, whenever I feel like going live. I know it's better when I give y'all the time and stuff, and like you can be like, oh, he's gonna be live here. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna start playing a game of cat and mouse with the live streams. If I do them with just, I pop on. If you catch me in the 1 to 2 hours I'm streaming, cool. If you don't, that's unfortunate. The VODs are there. But yeah. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. But yeah, I just don't want to be on camera tonight. I want to go hang out with my friends. Probably get a little tipsy, you know. I think it's gonna be a pretty good night. And then I've got Dungeons and Dragons with my friends tomorrow, so there will be that. You'll get another Daily Zone. I'll probably, I don't know. I'm at the point where I keep going, I'm gonna do this. Here's what I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, I don't want to put that on myself. There'll be a Daily Zone tomorrow because I do Daily Zones every single day. This is the content of the channel, and I'm gonna be honest, I enjoy it quite a bit because it's just me talking about random stuff. Some days I have nothing to talk about. Some days I have tons to talk about. Just how the day goes. But yeah, today I had obviously a lot of stuff to talk about. But yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm out of stuff to rant about, talk about today. Again, no stream today. I do apologize for all the people that I said I was going to stream. I'd rather go hang out with friends. I hope you can understand. But yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. I hope you have a good night. I will see you Saturday at some point. If it's after D&D, probably talk about D&D. If it's before D&D, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. But I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.